Hello, what's up, party people? In this video, I am going to tell you how to buy a car and what mistakes you should avoid. For somebody, it's super easy, but for somebody, especially if you are buying your car for a first time, it might be a little difficult. So I'm going to share my experiences with you, and I hope that it will help you. All right, so if you are buying your first car and if you want to finance it, if you will go to dealership, they will give you offers. They will try to tell you a lot of stuff what you don't need, and then they will run your credit 10 times. And, all these people needs to be paid from their job, so they will charge you crazy APR. So I'm going to tell you how I'm doing it. All right. First, pick the car. If it's a brand new car, go to official websites, whatever it is, Chevy, Lincoln, BMW, Ford, whatever car you want. If it's a brand new, pick the car, know your price range. And usually on all websites, they will show you like what dealerships have this same car, what you want, brand new around you, right? And the price. Now, call the dealership about the price. Ask them if the price is the one what you was looking at. A lot of dealerships is going to tell you that this is just the price what the corporate is selling. This is not true. And I'm telling you this because I literally just bought another car and I have the same problem, right? So pick the car. Then don't finance it with a dealership, because they are going to give you a horrible interest rate. And now, again, I'm telling you from the experience what happened to me yesterday, literally. So I have my bank, right? You can have any bank. You have your checking account somewhere, right? When I was applying for a first car, and that's why I did, because the bank sent me an offer and they said like, oh, you can have a car from us. And I was like, all right. So they give me my first loan, and then with the paper, which means basically like with the money, with the check, then you go to dealership and you're like, hey, here, I have money and this is the car I want for this price, and that's it. So I did it like this twice, right? So I was thinking like, all right, I already have 2 car notes on my account, so thought I might not be eligible yet, or it was too soon. So I was thinking, all right, because last time when we was buying a second car, the guy told us, you don't want this from us, you don't finance with us, you don't do this. It was almost like they really don't want you to sell you a car for the price because it's not worth it for them. So because of that, I thought like, all right, so next time I'll be buying my car, I will try to do it from a dealership, right? So I did. So I contacted the dealership. I asked them, all right, this is the car I want. This is the price. And I want to finance it from y'all, because I thought like, all right, if they will give me the same APR, then it doesn't matter if I'm doing it with the dealership or with my bank, right? Like I can change it for once. So I give them my social security. I give them permission to run my credit. And all of this sudden, I received like 8 emails from Credit Karma that there is a new transaction on my credit. First of all, they ran my credit several times, which compared to my bank, they never even put nothing on my credit to today's day. Like, they do say I own them the money for the cars, but there is no inquiries at all. So that dealership already gave me 2 extra inquiries, right? And then they called me and they told me that my APR is going to be a 14%. Mind you, my previous cars, one is 3.5 and the second is like 6.5 or 7%. So, all right, I was expecting that it's going to be higher because it's going to be another car. But how can you go from 7 all the way till 14? So I was thinking, all right, it's going to be my 3rd car, so maybe that's why. So I was a little skeptical. I was thinking, all right, but now they already run my credit, and now what am I supposed to do? I'm not going to get it. And now what's going to happen in a half year later? They might give me even worse and they will affect my credit one more time. So I was thinking like, all right, let me see my bank again. So I went online one more time. I fill my application in 10 minutes in the computer. And literally 5 minutes later, I got a phone call and I got an email that I was approved. And now, do you want to know my APR? 7% for the same car, everything is the same. I'm just financing it again with my bank, because and to mind you that this guy from a dealership, he was keep trying to give me a lower APR and he couldn't. So what I think, and I might be wrong, my amateur thinking is, all right, so 7% is going to the bank and 7% is going to the dealership, because how, based off my credit, they will tell me 14 and my bank will tell you 7. That's ridiculous. That's insane. Only because you are financing it with the dealership. It almost looks like you are desperate. You just want them and you will take whatever they will give it to you. Compare if you go to bank, your bank already know a little bit of your history. They see if you are making a payments, and this APR is going to them. So even if it's a little less for them, they are still keeping it all, so it works for them, right? And then you will go to them again and again. So yes, this is my advice. If you want to buy a car, doesn't matter if it's a brand new car or if it's a used car, go to your bank, go to somebody you already have a relationship, or create your relationship. Even if you don't have a car at all, if you never had a car at all and your credit is bad, try to fix your credit first, then apply in your bank for financing. And even if your first car is going to be higher, just make a payments, fix your credit, and then do it all again. So the point is, don't go to dealership, don't let them to run your credit 2, 3, 4 times and find you the best option. No, because this is desperate. Then they'll be like, okay, so if you don't want this car, then we can give you this car for this price. And that no, that's not how you're going to do it. Find your own financing. Like I said, go to bank which you have a checking account with, which you have a history with. Find your own financing, and then pick the car, and then call the people in the dealership and tell them, hey, I have my own financing, I want this car for this price which you are selling it. And if they will tell you no, because that's what happened to me yesterday, they didn't like it, because they are not going to make money of you, then I found another dealership. And yes, it is like 50, 60 miles from here, but it's worth it, $5,000, right? So I will go right there, and they're like, okay, we have no problem if you have your own financing. So don't give up, pick up the car you want and find the car. And even if one dealership won't work with you, they will be mad that you have your own financing because they don't make money off you. Then pick the same car just from a different dealership and call them and tell them, hey, I have my financing, I have a letter from a bank, I'm coming and I'm getting this car. And that's it. So yeah, don't let people take advantage of you and of your money, because it is a lot of wasted money. Especially if you don't have to pay it. This is not like this is a price of the car or something. This is, you're just paying basically people in a dealership. So yep, that's my advice. This is a little business talk today. And let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. I don't know if I will answer you, but somebody else can. And love and pray, everybody. Namaste.